Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin, filming this in my storage unit today, and this is a response to Mike from Lunch Money Comics. He put a challenge up, top 5 comic book covers, or top comic book covers. Mike, thank you so much for shouting me out on your channel. Thank you to all the subs that have come over from Mike's channel. I really appreciate it. I was floored. I got up this morning and I saw there was a notification and there was all these subs and I was like, what the hell is going on? This is fantastic. So Mike, thank you so much for the shout out. I really appreciate it. This challenge is fun. Wow. Now, see, it's strange because depending on what time of the day it is, what time of the year it is, I could say this is my favorite cover or this is my favorite cover. It kind of chops and changes. So I have gone through all the boxes. There's a few up here that I had to go through because there was one in particular I wanted to show, and it was right at the back. But I'm dedicated to this challenge. So I've got 5 here. They are picked from random. I've ended on a let's call it a key issue. So the theme of my channel is I do 4 books from random and I end on a key issue. This is 5 books not selected from random and I end on a key issue. So let's just kick it off. The first one is issue 0 of Aquaman from the 90s. Now I just love this cover, and this is when I fell in love with Aquaman. The Peter David run for me was the quintessential Aquaman. That being said, though, I've now gone back to the Nick Cardy series, and wow, that is what I love. But this was my introduction to Aquaman, and just the idea that his hand could get bitten off by piranhas as a teenage boy. Let's see, when did this come out? 1994. So I was 14 when this came out, and this was right up my alley. This is the kind of thing I wanted to see. Yeah, it was it was a fun read. Sorry for the background noise. I'm in my storage unit. Yeah, this is everything I wanted to see. It was kind of grim, kind of gritty, especially for Aquaman. And this cover was just popping, popping. All right, now the next one was the one that I had to fish out, and it isn't an Aquaman one. It's a FantasticFour cover, and I've just realized it's a wraparound cover, so I should have taken it out of the bag, but it's issue 416. It's the last issue of volume 1, right before Heroes Reborn. Now, what I just love about this cover is the Carlos Pacheco artwork. Just incredible. Now, I'd been reading FantasticFour for about 3 years at this time, and they were always kind of the safe characters. But something about Carlos's art style just made me think, wow, there's something more going on here. It was. I'll just look. I'll show you the back because I'm transfixed by Doctor Doom here. Yeah, it's just that there's just something about it. Let me know if what you guys think. Were you a fan of Carlos's work? Look, I certainly was. I still am. What else can I say? I just love this cover. Yeah, as I said, I wish I could take it out and show it to you. But yeah, it's in its wrapping. I also love that it was the last issue of the volume. I love last issues of series, whether it's planned or unplanned. It doesn't bother me. I just love reading the last issues of things. But I do like the first issue. How's that for a segue? I do like the first issue of series, and this one is an iconic cover. Now, this is obviously Supergirl #1 by Peter David. Now, Gary Frank is on art duties, and this says everything that you needed to know about a Supergirl series, and it doesn't show a whole lot. It doesn't even show her face, but she's super. She's a girl. Obviously, she likes to skateboard. But I didn't start reading this when it first came out. I started with about issue 14, and then had to backtrack and get all the issues. Now I have the entire 80 issue run. I really enjoyed it, even though it's not really the Supergirl that we know. It's the protoplasm um, entity. Had to struggle for that. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's the it's the gloop that thinks it's Supergirl, and that is the crust of the series. Surprisingly, and the areas in which Peter David took this series and this concept really need to be applauded. But we're here for the covers. What do you think of that cover? Let me know in the comments down below. So 2 more to go. Now, Mike from Lunch Money Comics loves the X-Men. And I've got a whole bunch of X-Men right here. And I thought I had the second part of the Days of Future Past series. But it's somewhere here, lost in the sea of boxes. I really should go through. Like, they're all in pretty much order. But then there's stuff at the top that's just everywhere. And I think it'd be fun to just go through them all, maybe do a video back at home of me going through all the boxes, sorting out all the keys, sorting out what's what. Would you like to see that? Please let me know. Getting off track. Mike, X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, issue 269. Now, this was my kind of introduction to the X-Men. And let's see. It's banged up. I do have another copy back at home, which I recently bought. It's in much better condition. But I bought this and I thought, what the hell is going on here? Like, who is this? And then I realized, wow, it's Captain Marvel and Rogue has stolen her powers. Like, as a teenage boy, I thought that's a fantastic concept. So you have a hero that has unfortunately stolen someone else's powers. She has regret for it, and it causes this massive punch up. And Captain Marvel, or was it Miss Marvel at the time? I think it is Miss Marvel. She's looking worse for wear. But even still, you got Rogue looking sexy as, and what else can I say? Again, as a teenage boy, this was an instant buy. This is what I wanted to see. And now that I see, it does say Miss Marvel on there. You know what? I should read more. I should do some prep work rather than just pulling books out and just running my yap. What do you think of that cover, though? Is that one of your top covers? This one is my top cover. But again, if you ask me tomorrow, it might be something else. But what do you think? Daredevil #1. Wow. I haven't read this in decades. Decades? Yeah, it would be decades. Boy, how old am I? But yeah, I was reading Daredevil. I'd just gotten onto this series like 5 issues ago. And then all of a sudden it was a brand new #1. New writer, new artist. Really just playing up the concept of Catholic guilt and just this cartoony and kinetic artwork that just popped off every page and every panel. I poured over this when I first read it. This was iconic to me. This was what I thought at the time was what Daredevil was all about. Now, I've since gone back, and from volume 1, I have about 100 issues left of that series to read. I got through all the Frank Miller stuff, and that was the pinnacle of the series. That being said, though, this is a poppin' cover. I can't think of any other ways to describe it. It's iconic. It's fun. It's gritty. It's, I don't know. Oh boy, I really should write these down. Describing words. I'm lost for describing words, but it's Daredevil #1. I'm very glad I own it. and I'm very glad that I read it when it came out. Now I remember by like issue 9 there was huge delays, and I got really pissed off, like with Marvel. Like, what is taking so long? It's just a comic book. Just bring the bloody book out, so I can read it and enjoy it. And that was when David Mack was doing the work. And when it finally came out, I appreciated it for what it was. Um, but I was thinking at the time, why don't they just bring out an inventory story? Surely they had some, but obviously they didn't. But I'm getting off track. I do that. Um, what do you think of my top 5 comics? Now uh, they're not Grail books. Certainly do have Grail books. They're up there. I could have picked them out and just shown those off. But you know what? If you go through comic book channels, a lot of the guys, they kind of show the same thing. I wanted to show something a little bit different. I wanted to show the books that people don't usually see on channels, and they certainly don't talk about them all that much. So those are my top 5. I picked them out because they were fun, and I thought they are iconic. Um, Again, I'm rambling though. Once again, Mike, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to all the subs. Thank you so much. I'm having a lot of fun on this channel. I've got a lot more planned to show in the next couple of months, couple of weeks. Please stick with me. Please comment down below. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you at the next one.